Alright, into Champion Select here. To give me much warning, but here we are ready. Starting a little bit delayed tonight, but we're finally getting underway here for our best of 3 of Lane 0 versus FreeTyler1. Lane 0 on the blue side, FreeTyler1 on the red side to start off with. Both teams have their lineups tonight, no subs. So should be both teams at full power. Get a good idea of who's where in the standings, as both teams are up there right now. FreeTyler1 a little bit ahead. Lane 0 Blizzard, though, with a win here, could certainly catch up. Just a game behind, so in the battle in the middle, which will have a lot of repercussions later on with the playoffs. So excited to get this one underway and see what happens. But to start things off, we've got a couple target bans, of course. The Twisted Fate going to be taken away from Brandon and Vladimir here, so a few target bans towards Brandon to start off with from Lane 0. And on the other side, a few mixes. You got the Thresh band away, but Fallen also going to be taking away the Sejuani. And Alistair going to be the last band for Lane 0. So both sides mixing and matching here. A couple different positions being banned away, but Lucian will be the last ban. Thought that might slip through and be a first pick, but nope, it's going to be banned away at the last second there. And Sivir going to be the first pick this time. Very interesting first pick, actually. Seeing the Sivir come out. A safe pick in the bottom lane. You can't really go wrong with a Sivir, but it's, there are some things that can be stronger in certain situations. So it's interesting to see this first pick, as Galio will be picked next here. Something that's been played in a lot of different positions, but has seen a lot of support play recently. It's sort of been shifting. Galio was at first, when he got reworked, he was in the top lane, then he moved to the mid lane, and now he's even moving down the support. Still option to put it in the mid lane with Brandon. Could go a lot of places, but support has been the most popular recently. Still, of course, the option to flex it. And Jin Zhao we picked up here for Eugen's. And we'll see what Lane 0 responds with. But Fallen certainly has chosen to play some more passive junglers in the past. Has expanded his pool here in the second season. But has usually played passive junglers, and sometimes he can struggle against champions like Jin Zhao that get around the map and make stuff happen early. As Braum will come in with the Sivir here, so going to be a strong bottom lane early. Picked up for Lane 0, very safe. Don't have a ton of kill potential, right? They're not an all-in type of bottom lane, but they're pretty safe, pretty hard to take down. As Nunu will actually pick up for Fallen here, so he's going to go with a tank, but a very different look here. Always fun to see Nunu. Just an interesting champion overall, and I know some people who are in the northern reaches of America or just anywhere in Canada. Fits the theme. Very cold. So maybe a little the environment affecting Fallen here. Wanting to have a little snowball fight, as Kalista we picked up on the other side here. So this most likely will be the Galio Kalista bottom lane that has seen some more popularity recently. And I think it's already been played on stream, I believe. At the very least, we've had a Galio support on stream. And a Kalista, I'm not sure if they were together. Pretty sure they were, but good to see Kalista back. She struggled for so long, was sitting at like a 43% win rate or something crazy. So it's cool to see her once again being played regularly. And going to get the Orianna and Lysandra bans, so transition back to mid lane bans here for Lane 0 and FreeTyler1. We'll see what the last ban is here, but 3 mid lane bans already thrown out between both sides, so a lot of focus there. Top laners yet to be picked as well, so the 2 solo lanes open for both sides, assuming the Galio support, which we would assume. And last ban will be a Riven, so top and mid both banned out here, and Yasuo being hovered. Again, could be a flex pick. Yasuo, one of those champions that can be played in a lot of different places. He even played bottom lane. We played, top, mid, or bot. He's got a lot of different options here, but maybe the switch back, seeing the Sion and the Gnar. This is a blind pick here for Choi, so the decision is to go for the Sion. Interestingly enough, so Choi, he's going to go with the Sion. And on the other side, well, now the sub has a counter pick in the top lane. A lot of different things that can abuse a Sion in lane. if they want to go, an aggressive pick here. Well, the Rise is going to be picked up first here for Burger and Fries. I assume this is a mid lane Rise pick. Could be switched to the top lane, but based on the naming schemes here, you'd imagine Rise is going to be in the mid lane and Yorick in the top lane. Yorick, one of those champions that can't abuse the sign in the top lane. If played well, a champion I'm excited to see back. Well, not really back, but in the meta at all. It's become very, very popular, though, recently. It was sort of popularized at the end of last season. A little bit, I wouldn't say popularized, but started to get introduced. A few top laners, a rookie top laner in the LCS started picking up and playing it, Dokla. And so he sort of started off, and then more people played it in the preseason. Now it's sort of become a popular pick, which is really cool to see because Yorick really hasn't been popular for very much time at all. So we'll see that Yorick sign match him in the top lane, and Corki in the mid lane going to be the last pick now for Brandon and FreeTyler1 to round out their team comp. Of course, will be the Galio support. So both teams have the potential to both split and team fight. It seems like the lane zero team definitely has a better split push though. It's much easier and more effective for them. Set up a 1-3-1 here with a Rise and Yorick at the side lane. Rise, notorious for his ability to split push very fast with his incredibly quick wave clear and his good 1v1 potential later in the game. He scales pretty well, but also has a very strong mid game once he gets 2 items under him. Assuming he's not terribly behind. And Yorick, once he gets Triforce, he can really split push, and if you leave him alone at all, he'll just destroy stuff in whatever lane he's in. So they gotta be careful of that. And the Rise, Burger, and Fries will switch to the TP at the last second here. So both sides gonna go with double TP for their solo laners. In the bottom lane, standard summoner spells. But this global Galio could change that split push as well. So there's a few different things. Both teams have the potential to make global plays around the map. It's not just all about a 5v5 death ball for either side, but it seems that FreeTyler1 has committed a little bit more to the team fighting, considering they've picked up 280 carries here. Albeit a magic damage 80 carry in Corki. Hope I sorted out all the buzzing from, I think the last time I streamed on Thursday, or today's Saturday, so it must have been Thursday, yeah. Played around the mic for an hour or two, and hopefully everything's good now. But excited to get back into this game here. Should be a very competitive one, I think. A matchup, a rematch from our last season, the finals. So excited to see this one. All, a few different members, of course, but the core of each team, at least to a certain extent, is preserved a little bit. At least Fallen's still around. I did send a message to Riot Support, by the way, asking if they can remove the spectator delay. Apparently it is not possible for them to. There's no there's no code or anything we can do when making a lobby to remove that. We'd have to contact, the suggestion from the support team was to make a post on the boards and try to get traction behind that so that we can actually, they'd have to implement a new feature basically. They'd have to code another lobby to make it possible to remove the spectator delay. As well as, I asked them if we could get the zoom out features and the there's a few other basically observation features that we don't have access to that I would like to, but unfortunately not available. So we just have to deal for now, unfortunately. But that is timing out, so we should be loading in momentarily. And there we go, as I say it. We're starting to load in now. We should be good in just a moment. Alright. Head over. And we're all good to go, so game 1 going off without a hitch so far. And yeah. Except the Galio Callista, lots of combos, lots of ult combos overall with these teams here. The Callista Galio have, you know, lots of combos together. And of course the Nunu Rise could do some cool things with that. And even comboing that Sivir ult with the Rise ult, if you time it right, you know, you can just ult right out of the ultimate and all of a sudden you're right on top of someone. Cool things you can do with a lot of the ultimates here. So, and even the package with Corki and Galio, right? The Corki goes in with a package, the Galio follows up with his ultimate. Sign comes in too. Lots of cool stuff that can be done here. So excited to see how these teams coordinate their ultimates here and what they can make happen. Oh, 96%, we're just about there. We'll be Conqueror for the Yorick, the new Conqueror, and the LZBLZ for Jin Zhao, but new Conqueror, going to be interesting to see. A little bit more healing for the Yorick, a little bit less AD, but a little bit more healing. And a little bit less true damage as well, but getting healing after true damage is pretty nice. That you really weren't able to before. LZBLZ for the Callista, nothing crazy overall for either team. Just gonna play with these both teams have very long abbreviations, so I gotta play with the font size a bit here. We should be okay. Just move this down. Okay. Now I believe we can see. Yep, there we go. Just had to shift the font sizes a little bit because both teams have obnoxiously long abbreviations here. Not 3 letters, not 2 letters. They got to have 5 and 4. So all the labels get screwed up. So thank you guys for that.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But regardless, a quick spread out here. Fallen doing a little dance. And Eugene's reciprocates. A nice friendly start. No invade here. No cheeky play with the invade from a sign or something. Doing it over the wall in the dragon pit. Seen lots of cool creative invades that way.
Minions has spawned.
As Yorick gonna play a little guitar for us as well. We're going to get a red buff start here from Eugene's and a blue buff start from Fallen. So that means we're going to probably end up on the same side of the map. Unless the plan is to gank immediately from Eugene's. But Burgers and Fries, wise to that, has bought a control ward. Instead of 3 potions or fillable, he bought a control ward and a potion alongside his ruby crystal. So he'll know exactly where that Jin Zhao is, and there's pings immediately coming out. Since they haven't seen him on the controller, they know he's topside looking for maybe a level 2 cheese off the red buff. With that, looks like everyone's going to go their separate ways. Falling straight to the red buff after his blue. So he's going to play, looks pretty defensively in this jungle. Just try and get his 2 buffs and then move to the crab. It is a little inefficient because you aren't respawning any of the small camps. But it's very defensive pathing. And is a bot lane with the priority because of that Sivir going to be able to, and the fact they didn't have to leash like the enemy bot lane, they're able to get the priority there and then help out Fallen to secure that Scuttle Crab. So he's pathing pretty defensively here against a Xin Zhao who is walking over now. Still hasn't taken any camp beside his red buff, just taking the Scuttle Crab and the red buff, and now he's going to find out it's the bottom side one is gone, and he's actually kind of he can be pretty far behind after this. Like this you try to make the Xin Zhao pick, you know, work for him by being very aggressive with it, but now he's behind in the jungle clear a bit here. As a little bit more fighting, Taunt comes in, sitting at desk, is in trouble. He's going to try and hop to young Adrian, and now back on to Josh. The Ignite down, young Adrian trying to find the kill, but sitting at desk running away. Fallen here for the gank. He's rolling forward. Not going to find anything. But a few summoner spells thrown down. Heal and Ignite down for both sides, but all flash is retained in the bottom lane. Looks like everyone is safe for now. No early deaths here. Tier already purchased though. Burgers and Fries taking the TP. Has gotten back to lane very early. With the tier already picked up, which is a really nice timing for him. Gonna mean he transforms that earlier. Interesting to see if he goes for the Rod of Ages, or if he's going to go straight to the Archangels, which was last time Rise was meta. That was sort of the build, was that you just rushed Archangels and not go for the Rod of Ages. That was a little bit because of the timing of the games during that meta as well, so games didn't last as long. So I wonder what the decision is here from Burgers and Fries. He has gone for the Phase Rush in his runes. Not unheard of course. Lots of options for Rise. Phase Rush. Oh, well now Burgers and Fries taking advantage of it. He's going pretty aggressive on to Brandon. Needs a few more overloads. Flash forward will not find it. Fallen going to come in and slowly roll his snowball in a little bit late, just like he was in bottom lane, but still a very nice trade there, and going to get a priority in the back here. Burgers and Fries with a CS lead that should continue to grow now that, oh no, the TP going to be used by Brandon to, looks like, get some of the CS, but he still lost a large portion of the wave. Got the Sheen though. It's not the worst back in the world. So 5.5 minutes in, no kills yet. A slight gold lead here for lane 0 Blizzard. And nothing too meaningful just yet. Both TPs preserved in the top side. So the potential for a little play, but both mid laners have used theirs. Sion, of course, with his ultimate in just a moment once he hits that level 6 mark. As he's going forward pretty aggressively here. Trading past that minion wave, but still wins that one. And now the level 6 has come in for Choi. So always a potential roam off that. Rise ulti, not super long distance in the early stages though. When he hits level 6, can't get very far with it, but still a potential roam with it if you want to get over a particular wall, which could speed up your path dramatically if you do use it over a wall, over a terrain that would otherwise make you go around further. So now the Maiden of the Mist is going to get summoned here in the top lane. The sub taking a few bad trades, but now the rolling coming in. Fallen is trying to make something happen, sitting at desk, able to block the Justice Punch, and now that fight is no way to get away. Josh, though, with a lot of damage, will find the kill on a sitting at desk. First blood, going to go over to Methfight, though, with the Ignite. Very nice cutting by Josh, though, going to secure that kill. Methfight able to run his way out and pick up a kill. And now Eugen's in the top side. Unstoppable Onslaught will go the wrong way. The sub flashes past, but he gets knocked up and knocked down. Eugen's picked up that kill. And just like that, 2 kills over to FreeTyler1. And the gold lead is in their favor now at 7.5 minutes. It's Josh gonna stack those spears, and he's had a pretty good season so far as well. At least the games we've been able to watch him here. Breaking out a few different things. The Draven and now the Callista. Feel he's fared better on more aggressive AD carries for the most part. Certainly can play anything. Will be the Essence Reaver first, it looks like, for young Adrian. They did change the recipe for Essence Reaver, so it now builds out of a pickaxe instead of a BF sword. Don't know why that change was made, but just changes up the build order. I guess in certain scenarios it does make it easier to build if you don't have the 1300 gold to back with BF sword. I know that's always a pain as an AD carry. It's like you have 1200 gold and you want to stay in lane, but you're like, I need to get that BF sword, so. You're just forced to stay in lane because of the BF sword, and it makes things difficult for you. But still a strange change. But CDR, a very nice stat for Sivir. One of the few AD carries that actually likes CDR, of course. But Ashe and Sivir are certainly champions that do. I always prefer playing with CDR on them. Some people just go straight for Infinity Edge, like on Sivir, or Blade of the Ruined King on Ashe. But I've always preferred getting the CDR in those champions when I do play them. Probably because my mechanics are bad, so I just throw out more spells. That's probably it. That's probably the reasoning I have. Just throw out more spells and I'm useful. I play Ashe for the arrows. I believe the Ruined King, of course, will be the first choice for Josh. Interested to see if the choice is Rageblade after that, or if Runins, what the deal is. A few different options you can go for a second on the Callista. Well, now Burgers and Fries going with another good trade in the mid lane, but gets turned back onto him by Brandon. Now the Galio going to come in. Here's entrance lands. Eugen's here. He's trying to make something happen onto Fallen. Brandon dashes over with the Valkyrie, and they're going to find a lot of damage, but no kills here. And now Josh is in trouble. Flashes away, but young Adrian sitting at death, still chasing. The stun comes through, and that should be the end for Josh, and it is. Down he goes, found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, caught in the jungle. Mephight left to go help the rest of the team, and all of a sudden Josh was alone, and despite having both summoner spells up, was not able to make it out. Do the Rift Herald spawning now as we pass the 10-minute mark. Drake going to be the Cloud, the first one, and still has not been taken. It looks like Fallen has made his way over to that one. And going to get help from his bot lane, but yeah, stay on the map for quite a while. But now going to be taken out here. Well, looks like it's an Archangel's, I think. I think it's an Archangel's first from Burgers and Fries here. Based on what he's picked up so far, I would lean towards that that side, but never know. As yep, there's the lost chapter, so it will be the Archangel's first, unless he's going for like something crazy like Ludenseka or something like that. But now the Hex flash forward from Mephight. Nope, not gonna happen. Looks like the Unstoppable Onslaught was just used to get back to lane. Or actually, no, the wall interrupted it. The sub trying to make his way out through the Tri-Brush, but Eugen's is here. He's got the knock-up, and Choi continuing to chase with him. Decimating Smash going to land, and that should spell the end for sub. He's down for a second time this game, and a second time off the gank from Eugen's here. Very good use of the ghouls there. The ghoul wall to block the Unstoppable Onslaught. But still is not able to get out here. As another good trade there in the mid lane for Burgers and Fries, but Brandon with a quick hop away on the Valkyrie. As his rear now completed though in the bottom lane here for young Adrian. Now Burgers and Fries forced to flash away. Eugen's with gank in the mid lane. Brandon also used his own flash. Now Mephight is just as much interrupted, and young Adrian trying to continue to kite onto it. Ult is used defensively by Josh, but now he's going to go down himself, it looks like. Yep, the last auto comes through. Young Adrian finds it now. Oh, the Boomerang Blade will not find that last kill. The flash forward, though, aggressively trying to kill Mephight. Or Mephit. Who knows? I'm always saying it wrong, I'm sure. And now young Adrian, and sitting at desk, taking the initiative in the bottom lane after finding that first kill onto Josh, have gotten even more aggressive and found a second one. And almost found the support as well. Here's the Demolish proc comes through. Gonna have to move the camera because for some reason the directed camera doesn't show the turret. But a couple plates already taken down, but now young Adrian sitting at desk in trouble. The shield is up. Decimating Smash lands on a sitting at desk, but young Adrian with a good spell shield, trying to turn it back around onto Brandon. The Unite's there, young Adrian gonna find the kill, and now Choi. He's gonna miss that Decimating Smash, but ooh, the hero's entrance gonna find young Adrian, and young Adrian probably gonna fall after this one. Needs a couple more autos, able to stun up Choi, and now the taunt missed by Mephight, but the shutdown gonna come through. A little bit of BM. Josh gonna pick up the kill there. In the end, the Ghoul's finding their way into Eugen's. He'll be okay underneath that tower. A good counter there coming in with a TP from Choi helping out, but gonna lose a little bit of damage on the turret in the top lane. Plating has fallen, but the Rift Tail gonna be dropped now in the mid lane. Burgers and Fries and fallen there, and there's no one to defend. Brandon is not here. He's making his way out of base. And that turret will most likely fall 2 minutes on the next dragon here, so there's no potential fall off in terms of a neutral objective after this turret. And looks like it actually be cleared here. Mephight made his way over to the mid lane. That turret still with about 450 health. Well, actually 450 exactly. Good rotation from Mephight to help out and stop that one. Now, item spike should be coming in momentarily here. Fallen in debt. Doesn't bode well for the Sugar-Free League if Fallen's already in debt. But Archangels will be the first item here for Rise. Triforce going to be leading for Corki, I think, on this back. I think. Not exactly sure on those gold amounts, but he's actually interrupted now, sitting at desk in trouble in the top side. I think Adrian here. Going to give him a place to hop and speed him up as well, but now Ballistic Call of Fate is here. Mephight trying to find the taunt, but he's got no flash to continue the play. And sitting at desk will get away. Young Adrian now the target, though. Eugens finds that kill. The stun underneath the turret. Eugens will survive. Sitting at desk finds Mephight on the slow, and that should kill him. Yep, the turret will get him. Double kill, but young Adrian going to get that one back, actually, on a Mephight. Now the rolling snowball coming in from Fallen Artemis. It will land, but too late underneath the turret. The sub and Fallen trying to make something happen on the bottom side after losing a couple members in the top lane. Choi here to try and deny that, though. But the ghouls come down. The sub here, he has no Triforce, just the Sheen, so it'll take a lot longer to kill that turret. And looks like they're just going to back off. But the turret will fall in the top lane, and this one in the bottom lane still standing. The sub, though, getting the better end of these trades for now. Once he gets that Triforce, should go even better for him. Burgers and Fries rotation down has come. But it looks like there's going to be a collapse here for FreeTyler1. The turret goes down in the meantime, though. The sub picking that one up. 2-2 in turrets now, and the gold basically even. The sub flashing forward, found Choi, and he's going to have to flash to get away. And now we got to fight in the river. Maybe in the jungle. That fight's coming in, trying to find the taunt onto the sub. He does miss it, though. Eugens, now he's in trouble. Sitting at desk, finds Winter's Bite onto him. He will go down. Now Brandon. He's firing away, but those autos hurt from young Adrian, and he's going to piece on out of there. Couple seconds left on the cooldowns. The ultimates here. Burgers and Fries ultimate coming up soon. Sitting at desk, his ultimate coming off cooldown as well. On the sub. He's back going to be interrupted. Josh can try and make a play onto him. And there goes the ultimate from the Braum. We'll miss this time. Mephight runs back in with the Justice Punch, but he'll go down. Wrong way to go there. Choi now in trouble. Winter's Bite lands the concussive blows, though. Not going to find the stun as the unstoppability from the Unstoppable Onslaught. The aptly named Unstoppable Onslaught will come through and save him. And young Adrian going to steal that buff from Burgers and Fries there. One too many autos. It was a mistake entirely. Entirely his bad. So now 18 minutes in, we've got a 6-6 kill score, and the gold only 700 apart here. LZBLZ with a slight edge. We've got Baron up soon. The Dragon not available for a while. Still hoping for a potential Rise and new ulti combination, but we must be patient for now. Got a good look at Nuna's ass though, and that keeps me happy. See him wag his tail like that. It's a thick Yeti. Drive force completed though for the Corki and the Yorick. So 2 important completions for them. Was the Archangels first here, and looks like maybe a straight death cap rush after. It could be Spellbinder as well for the Rise. Again, I don't really know the current build for the Rise. It's been a while since he's been super popular, so we'll see what it is. Choi now gets caught up though by the sub, who has a level advantage here, and made the miss called in to help. The Ghouls as well, tracking down Choi, and he with this Triforce, he's going down rather quickly. The Unstoppable Onslaught going to have to be used to run away rather quickly. And now Fallen trying to make a play up topside. Will not find anything with the snowball. Brandon is here to defend against 3 members from lane 0. The sub is in the bottom lane. Burgers and Fries holding the mid lane, and young Adrian and sitting at desk in the top lane with Fallen Roman around up there. Interesting, that's the setup here. You would expect the Sivir in the mid lane with Rise up topside, especially with the fact that there's no turret any longer for the bottom lane to safely retreat to. I would think that would be the 1-3-1 setup they'd go for, but Sivir's pushing power is a little bit better in this stage than Rise, I suppose. As Brandon going to do his best to try and stop this bot lane from lane 0, but he's just 1 man against 2. Eugen's maybe looking for a play, but Fallen has shown himself, I believe. So that play going to be called off. Dash forward here from Mephit, but he will not find the play on to Rise. And now Mephite. He's looking for something. Has gone for the Knight's Vow first. The sub still winning this bot lane matchup. And should for the majority of this game, I'd imagine, from this point on. Has not gone for the Tiamat though, which is important. I guess the ZZ Rod second here, based on the fact that he's a Raptor Cloak in there. I assume that's a ZZ Rod, unless it's... What is the other item that builds out of it, actually? It's the one that stops the turret shots, but I don't know the name of because no one builds it anymore. And Banner of Command has been removed from the game, so I have no idea what it is. The sub hiding in the bush, though. He's found Choi. Devastating Smash already used, so Choi doesn't have that available to fight. And the Unstoppable Onslaught is available if he wants to use that to get out. Made the miss summon, and the sub will surely win this 1v1. Devastating Smash does find the sub, and now Choi is getting very low. The Unstoppable Onslaught used, but it's used into him. Galio, though, coming in with alongside Brandon. The sub now forced to run himself. TP coming in for Burgers and Fries. Sitting at desk here as well to try and make this an even 3v3. Fallen rolling in with young Adrian, and now Mephite can be found and killed. In the meantime, though, the sub has died. Now Rise ult used. Forward, Fallen going to miss the snowball. Josh slowed up for now. The autos will not come in. Flash forward from Burgers and Fries, but a bit too late to find the route. And looks like that will stop the fight here. 1-for-1 trade. The sub in exchange for Mephite. Galio ult is used, though, and so is Rise ult. 2 global ultimates. But lane 0 will find a turret on the back end of this play. And looks like they're making the way over to the Dragon. It's another Another Cloud Drake. They have picked up the Infernal as well. But the third Drake for lane 0 this game. FreeTyler1 has not picked up one at all. Static Shiv also completed for Young Adrian here, so 2 crit items, and it will be a Death Cap Rush here for Burgers and Fries. Second after the Archangels. The Baron, though, being started up here. Josh Hughes in Mephite here. Brandon making his way over. It doesn't look like there's any... It doesn't look like there's vision here. But an inkling is gathered by lane 0. They suspect the Baron is going down. They find him, but now they engage, maybe coming through. Call of Fate here. Mephite going to find the taunt onto 2. Engaging, though, firing away, and Mephite forced to flash defensively. Decimate Smash finds 1, but that's not going to be enough. Choi going to use the Unstoppable Onslaught defensively once again. It looks like lane 0 is coming on top with a kill for nothing. Now they've got to clear out the vision, and not going to make a play on the Baron, though. Just going to back off and maybe try and push the lanes and gain something out of this one. An aggressive call from FreeTyler1, not entirely punished, though. They were able to get away with most of their players, and, well, since they are a little bit behind in terms of map pressure, they tried to make something happen. Doesn't work out this time, but probably only going to lose a little bit of damage on this turret in exchange for it. Or perhaps the turret. There's not a ton of wave clear here. Runes is available for Josh, but he's not really getting in range here to destroy this Maiden of the Mist, who's tanking up the turret currently. But it will go down now. Burgers and Fries being dashed on by Eugens. But he gets knocked himself, and looks like he will go down. Oh, actually, ult here buys him time, but no, the sub going to find the final hit. Josh kiting around aggressively, but now he's got to run away. Brandon, though, caught in the front line. Burgers and Fries going to with the root and the kill. And looks like lane 0 taking the advantage they have and creating an even bigger one. Now the ult, the Rise ultimate onto the Baron. They're going to start it up here at the 24.5-minute mark. Infernal, the only thing helping them take this one. Eugens is not alive, Brandon either, so just 3 members left from FreeTyler1 and no smite available, and this Baron will go over here. No chance to contest, not even ultimates available from Choi. To start off that engage, it will be ZZ Rot Portal here for the sub, which will definitely aid in that Baron push, and now with the Baron and a lot of side lane threats, lane 0 could definitely open up this game here after winning that nice little, I suppose it was 4v5, not a true team fight, but got the first pick off and then followed up with another good skirmish for themselves, and now in firm control of this game here. 4,000 gold lead. It's not huge, but it definitely matters. And they've hit all their important spikes here, picking up some key items. And now with Baron, they're basically ready to go here and try and break open the base. And now looks like we will have the sub in the bottom lane, Young Adrian, and sitting at desk moving top lane. Burgers and Fries in the mid lane here. Fallen also joining his bot lane up in the top side. It'll be a slow push. There's still the outer turrets to worry about in the top lane. So there's a few things they got to get through first, but already that goes down. The sub, maybe getting collapsed on. Eugens and Mephite are here. Unstoppable Onslaught used, but it completely whiffs. The sub going to go through the jungle to try and get out. Mephite here with a dash, going to find the taunt. It looks, no, he actually misses it. The sub still wandering out. He's running between 2 turrets, though. It'll be interesting to see if he does make it. He does. His team has come in to reinforce, and now they've taken down the turret in the mid lane. Mephite now caught by the Winter's Bite. The knockup is here. He's going to find the taunt, and the Fate's Call going to save him there. And now on to the mid lane inhibitor turret, Young Adrian. Gonna knock that down with the help of the rest of his team. The sub, though, continuing to push in the bottom lane here. The ZZ Rot is already placed. Collapse here. Josh cutting aggressively onto the sub, continuing to fall. The slows are there, but the ZZ Rot extra speed up helps out to keep him nimble and quick and get out of there. Potential death brush being set up here by lane 0. They've got 5 members in this one. And now Rise ulti going to be used. It's going to find Choi here unawares, and the stun comes through, and down he goes. A clever use of the Rise ultimate here. to flank. The sub showed up in lane, and Choi assumed he was just going to be there to start the split push again, and well, he was caught with his pants down that time. Now with another pick, they continue this push. Baron still available for a little bit longer. Trying to go for this inhibitor in the mid lane. Subs continuing to push in the bot lane. No one up top side. And oh, Burden Fies blows up Brandon. I'm not exactly sure what happened. He blew him up with just a couple overlords. And now the mid lane inhibitor has gone down, and looks like they're going to rotate to the bottom lane inhibitor. The sub already broken up that turret. And 2 inhibitors down here. A simple pick off from Burgers and Fies with that death cap rush. He's just got so much damage, and Brandon's got no MR in this Corki. Down he goes. In lane 0, 2 inhibitors down with that Baron. Certainly a strong Baron power play there. Exactly what you were looking for. A third Cloud Drake. So zooming around the map is lane 0, but they played this game pretty methodically here. Waited for those pickoffs. Those picks they needed to start at the Baron, and really punished the mistakes from FreeTyler1, who got a little bit too aggressive and then just were caught out by a couple clever Rise ultimates and a few things like that. And now young Adrian's like 3-shotting red buffs. You know he's strong now. The Infinity Edge completed. Alongside his 2 other crit items, he hurts quite a bit. Josh is certainly strong, but I think the Sivir has outscaled at this point in the game. FTYO going to use the Hero's Entrance defensively. We'll buy some room here for Choi. And now they're both in trouble. The knockups come through. Choi going to go down first, it looks like. There you go, the overload from Rise. Mephite will get away. But Choi not so lucky this time. Rise going to be used to collect the wave and try and get this third lane pushing. The sub in the bottom lane once again on the Yorick. Now Sivir making the call to go forward. Young Adrian here, fallen, not going to get knocked back, and the snowball will miss just barely. Brandon going forward, though, finds a bunch of damage on Young Adrian. The heal has to be used. Young Adrian with a lot of autos, but he goes down finally. Last auto from Corki, now fallen. The flash out, but the taunt lands. Sub coming in to try and help out. Mephite gets jumped on by the ghouls. Josh here, he's kiting away, but he's got no support. He's kiting forever, though. He finds the kill. 1 kill goes over. Burgers and Fries on the backside will find the kill on Mephite. Josh continuing to kite. He's found a ton of daggers into the sub. That pulls out the spears, but nothing left. Now he goes down. Double kill here for Rise. Eugen's go down as well. A triple kill. Burgers and Fries popping off on the backside here. To look like he's going to end the game off this as well with the help of the sub and sitting at desk. Just 1 left here. Choi for FreeTyler1 trying to make this game last a little bit longer. But I don't know if that opportunity will be given over. One Nexus turret already taken down. 30 minutes in. It looks like Lane 0 has their eyes on the Nexus and plan to end this game here and now. And take the series lead up 1-0. Find the last couple knockups. A few more autos, and down goes the Nexus. 30-55. Going to be the final score here. And Lane 0 Blizzard going to take the lead. The 1-0 lead in the series. A fantastic performance from them in Game 1. Started off slow and steady, but a lot of great plays in the mid game. A lot of clever. We didn't get the Nunu Rise ulti. We got a few catches out in the side lane. I was saying FreeTyler1 didn't have a smite available because Eugen's was dead. I didn't say Nunu didn't have smite. That's what I was saying. All right, ready to go here for game 2. Lane 0 Blizzard is up 1-0. Just gotta switch up the labels here. And we're good to go. Gonna start off with a similar band phase here. We got the Vladimir, the Twisted Fate, and the Thresh. The only change so far, the Rye is gonna be banned away here from Burgers and Fries. Strong performance game 1. Gonna cause the ban in game 2. And the Braum gonna follow it up here. So Yorick's still available. And I thought that was a problem as well in the top lane. So we'll see if there's a different strategy here for Choi. He wants to go something different as Alistair. Gonna be the last ban here for lane 0, going with pretty much the same, and you know, FreeTyler1 with a slightly different look. As Lucian will be the first pick this time. So when it's open, it's been picked usually. Very, very popular champion overall. And now the Sivir are going to be the response here. So that seems to be the favorite AD carry of young Adrian so far. Nunu also going to follow it up. So very, very similar picks so far for lane 0. Maybe trying to replicate what they had in game 1. Didn't even touch on the Nunu Sivir little synergies there. If you, of course, use the Sivir ult, you get sped up a little bit, and then Nunu can run a snowball a little bit faster, I believe. As Galio will be picked up alongside the Lucian here. So it looks like same supports here, and another aggressive AD carry for Josh. So a similar bot lane look for FreeTyler1. Just going to swap out the Callista for the Lucian. Now that they have first pick available, they're able to get it. Jarvan also going to be available, so now you have the Jarvan Galio a combination. Camille's also on the table, so maybe you can triple down on that one. But at least have the classic combo of Jarvan Galio to really make things difficult. And looks like the sub will pick up the Yorick once again, and that's sort of something I was curious about, is that not banning the Yorick can be very difficult to deal with. I assume that Choi is going to play something different here, not the Scion in the top lane, is going to go for a different look to try and fare better in that top lane. Yasuo going to be banned away here. Once again, was already banned, I believe, in game 1. So lane 0 going with pretty much identical picks so far. Of course, they don't have the Rise available, but you could slot another mid laner in here with a similar strength, and you could probably just run the same team comp that worked for you in game 1. Morgana also going to be banned away here, so a lot of support focus now directed towards sitting at desk. He's drawn 3 bans now in the support position, and to be perfectly honest, I don't think the Braum was what did it last game. No, by no means a bad performance, but the team play and the strength of these, the Yorick in the side lane and the Rise was kind of what did it. By no means insulting sitting at desk. He played a great game, but the support picks, I don't think the support champions aren't the problem, right? To me, if you're looking at picks, it'd be the soul lanes and the play from the support. But Tom Kench also can be banned away. But now you've left up a few different options. The Pyke was hovered, the Leona. There's still lots of supports up here and available for sitting at desk. And he's going to go with a Nami here. So you get Sivir Nami against this Lucian Galio. Well, maybe Josh is hovering Draven, so maybe the Lucian is actually a flex pick into the top or mid lane. That could be an interesting option, and maybe you fooled Nami and Sivir now. Maybe you could actually open up something here, but no. Looks like that was just a for fun hover as the Jack's going to be locked in here, and looks like that's choice response here. Going to go for an aggressive Jack's pick to try and fight the Yorick instead of just sitting back and getting pounded as the tank. But with this spell sheet on Sivir, it seems very difficult for Lucian Galio to really find the engage they want to. Nami, as long as Nami doesn't get caught out, you're never going to really find the engage you want to on the Sivir. We did discuss a little bit earlier on Thursday that there is a possibility of knocking the spell sheet off of Sivir, I guess, with the Winds of War. But you got to time that really perfectly in order to do that. As, Cassiopeia locked in. That signals the Zed. Bergs and Fry's going to go with a Zed in the mid lane to counter Brandon's Cassiopeia. Jax will be in the top lane here against the Yorick. That looks to be choice counter. But that's very interesting. Zed, from what I hear, Zed is not faring so well recently. His damage just isn't there. But against the right champions, I think it could certainly work. We got the barrier coming in from Brandon already. So maybe the Zed can work. There's no real true tank on the side of FreeTyler1. I mean, Jarvan is tanky, Jax is tanky. But unless Jarvan goes for the Cinderhulk and like tank items, there's really no true tank on the side of FreeTyler1. So if the Zed does snowball, he can make something happen. And of course the Galio, he's the tankiest member, with base stats, I believe. But he's not going to have the gold to build the item, so Jarvan really the only other guy. But there's plenty of targets. The Lucian, the Cassiopeia can still die to the Zed very, very quickly. And Lucian doesn't have a counter item in his build path. The Ninja Tabi and Health from Block Fever can help, but he really doesn't have the option of just like building a zonies like Cassiopeia does. But even Cassiopeia has to build that second. So this is kind of interesting, to be honest with you. Wasn't expecting this look. Lane 0 went with a pretty similar team composition as they did in Game 1. But now swapping out the Rise for the Zed. That's the only change they've made, but we'll see if it works out for them. On the other side, FreeTyler1 have done a pretty big change to their composition. And excited to see what the decision is for Cassiopeia. I saw some people trying out Conquer on her. I don't know if it's very good at all, but maybe we'll get Brandon on that one. Saw Huni playing it today in the LCS. Huni was playing it in the top lane. So we'll see. What the take is from Brandon in the mid lane. All right, I'll be right back in 1 second. Once the Spectre delay times out, we'll be ready for Game 2, so just hang tight. Okay, back and ready to go. We got 100% on the loading screen, and right on cue, we are in game. There you go. Switch up the font size here, but okay, there we go. All right, and off we go. Game 2, Lane 0 up 1-0 now on a FreeTyler1 with a very strong performance in Game 1, looking very good. Lane 0 is still sitting at the middle of the table in the league, but you better not count them out. As long as they've got a chance to make the playoffs, they can certainly make a run like they did last year. Or, not last year. I suppose the last calendar year, actually. Forgot about that, but the last season. Same for FreeTyler1. Lane 0, though, a little bit more disciplined in Game 1. In the mid-game, didn't get caught nearly as much. And now looking to close out the series nice and fast with a sub 30-minute Game 1. But despite being on the red side, Lane 0 has been able to basically draft the exact same team comp they had from Game 1. Only difference is the mid lane where they've got a Zed instead of a Ryze, but that of course could make a big difference. Zed still has the potency in the side lane that Ryze does as well. And the potential for the solo kills that the Ryze got them. But excited to see that matchup there in the mid lane. Eugen's though perhaps looking for a little level 2 cheese on this Jarvan. He tried it in Game 1 with his Jin Zhao, it didn't work out. Now he'd kind of go for it again. Josh does have his Lucian, though. That's one thing that has worked out well for them, for FreeTyler1, and if they can secure him this pick, maybe he can make something out of it. The fight trying to go forward, but despite the level 2 advantage, not going to be able to find the potential engage there, sitting at desk and doing engage and playing very respectful. I kind of honestly want to just hover this camera over the mid lane, though. I'm excited to see this matchup. Maybe take some occasional trips up to the top side. Now we got a potential gank here in the mid lane. Looks like Burgers and Fries in trouble. The flash away will get him far enough for now, but now the first blood comes in. The Lance lands, and Eugens finds first blood in the mid lane here. Just 3 minutes in. That's not how you wanted to start off on this Zed pick for sure. That's Choi faring much better to start off with here. Is Fallen going to say hello? And roll literally 180 and head out as Eugens was pursuing. And if Choi can stabilize the top lane and make sure that the sub isn't getting the advantages he did in Game 1, and the mid lane keeps going the way it has so far in this game, then it definitely got a chance for FreeTyler1 to make sure what happened in Game 1 does not happen again. Brandon getting a little bit of help this time. And Eugen's getting that first gank off, pretty important. He was looking for it on the Jin Zhao, but that set him kind of far behind, and he wasn't really able to gain the advantages he wanted to off that. But now Fallen looking for a gank in the mid lane. Brandon going to be forced to flash past that snowball. So now no summoners, no flashes for either player in the mid lane. Just barrier and ignite. Choi comes back with a counter strike, going to find the stun onto the sub. Was the conqueror for both sides. Fallen out looking for a gank in the bottom lane. Gonna find... Oh, very nice play by Mephite. The Justice Punch gonna get him out. Was able to absorb the snowball for Josh and then get out with a Justice Punch there. Very nice. Dragon gonna spawn momentarily as well. Our first spawn will be the Mountain Drake. As now Brandon looks to be having a much better time here in the mid lane. The CS has been even up though. Burgers and Fries is back in this one. Mountain is up, but no one making a move towards it yet. Both junglers just clearing out their camps right now. Neither is backed yet. Looks like Fallen's going to go for this third Scuttle Crab spawn. And looks like it will be AD Jarvan as well. The longsword being picked up. Choi with a good start to the trade, but now getting it turned around on him by the sub, and Fallen rolling in. Will not find it this time. I'll tell you, Nunu's a pretty fun champion to play. It's unnecessary. It's people underestimate how fun it is to play him. Just rolling around giant snowballs all over the place is good fun. Don't even have to go AP to make him a fun champion to play like he used to. Now Eugen's found here in the river. Looks like Burgers and Fry is trying to find his first kill. Mark comes down, but not enough. Fallen coming in, trying to make a play, but again, the snowball will not find its mark. Knocks up Brandon, but it should not be enough damage here. Out of mana though, will not be able to trade back anything. So a good, not the first ultimate you're looking for as the Zed, but still gets a lot of priority in his own lane and gets a lot of damage on the jungler here, which helps out Fallen. So not a bad start here if you are the Zed, considering you did die level 3, but hey, not a bad job. And looks like Fallen's actually going to hand off this blue buff as well, I think. Yep, he's going to take it, which is interesting. I think maybe he needed the gold. Perhaps he needed the gold for something. Or Fallen just being a good guy and helping out his mid laner. To even up the XP. One thing you have to take into consideration, if you are a mid laner and you don't get the blue buff, you are actually down a lot of XP to your opponent. Because if they're getting their blue buff, it actually matters quite a bit. More trading on the top side. The sub going to flash away. The counter-strike lands, but now the trade back here. Fallen with the snowball. Choi getting sucked by that Maiden of the Mist. He will heal a little bit for now. Flash forward. Fallen not going to find the angle he wanted. Josh finding out now to sitting at desk. Choi continuing to run back to his turret the long way, and the kill will not come in the end. His flash was used, but he got 2 in return. The sub and Fallen both using theirs. Looks like the blue buff was a handover because of gold. The Serrated Dirk and the Merc Tread's going to be picked up by Burgers and Fries, but should really help out with the laning. Wash Chapter on the other side for Brandon, which is very nice pickup for him, 100%, but he's got no defenses against the Zed right now. No armor. I mean, sure he has some in runes, but he really has nothing. No stopwatch to help him out against him. And once Zed gets Ignite and Ultimate back up, it could be really, really bad. Dragon has gone over, though. Eugen's took that pretty uncontested. Now a dive coming in the bottom lane, sitting at desk, caught in the Cataclysm. He's going to go down. Josh going to get the last hit on that one. He'll pick up his first kill of the game. But now Fallen looking for a turn play in the top side. Burgers and Fries coming well to help out the sub. Joe going to dash away. But, oh, Fallen going to nom consume for that last kill. Last hit in the top side to pick up the kill. And now 3 members strong here from lane 0 will hit the turret. and pick up a couple plates here. The same commitment did not come in the bottom lane. They instead rotated the mid lane to get some damage done. On the other side for FreeTyler1. Nope, another turret gonna fall. Still one remaining in the top side, but getting those plates off pretty early helps out the sub. Continuing his split push. Or at least get himself rolling. "10 minutes in now, Rift-Herald has spawned, and Fallen already started it up. He just has his jungle item. Not a completed one, mind you. Just the first pickup of the Skirmisher Saber and a Ruby Crystal. That's all he's got. But the eye is what does most of the damage against the Rift Herald. And the consume keeps him nice and healthy, so Fallen should be able to take this with relative ease. And I assume the handover will come. Yep, the sub gonna get the Rift Herald. As Josh looking for a play here on the ring of Adrian. He's gonna make a call to try and get out here. Rift Herald gonna be dropped up in the top side. Lane Zero's coming back here with 3 members strong. Choi gonna get blocked off with the ghoul wall. He's continuing to try and run out, but Burgers and Fries coming in from the backside will get that kill. His first of the game. Trying to make this Zed work. He's now got a kill and some gold under his belt. FreeTyler1 trying to push it in the bottom side. They've run out of minions though. And I assume the first turret of the game will come down for Lane Zero once they get rid of this cannon minion. The bot line here from Lane Zero is to delay a little bit longer. The Ricochet is coming in. The Boomerang Blaze. Burgers and Fries is back in the mid lane to stop that from going down as well. And first turret will go over to Lane Zero. And they're continuing to push, it looks like now. The Rift Herald looking to charge on in. Gonna get this second charge of the game here onto the inner turret in the top lane. The fight going forward. He does have flash. Finds the taunt. Now looks like that'll be it. Young Adrian falls. That fight just barely survives. And now FreeTyler1 will finally get a turret in the bottom lane alongside a kill. A lot of damage gained for Lane Zero, and the sub now potentially can take over that side lane with this advantage he's gotten. Still a little ways off from the Triforce. Now the upcoming Burgers and Fries. He's going to dodge on the Cassiopeia ultimate. But the barrier there is huge. The ignite! Oh no, Brandon actually finds the kill. The last couple turret shots get it. Brandon survives and turns it around. I thought for sure he was dead there. But the barrier... fantastic. Nothing Burgers and Fries can do there but shake his head. Brandon with a great play. Another dragon is up here. It's a Cloud Drake.
Turret plating will fall soon.
If I try to clear some wards deep in the enemy jungle, he's going to get caught though. Comes in, he finds his own taunt, but the taunt was just egging them on as the kill is found. Burgers and Fries with the last auto attack. As Zed now has 2 kills. Ult going to come in from the Nami, sitting at desk, misses that one though. That tidal wave not quite fast enough. Evidently not monsoon season. Choi is pushed in the wave in the bottom side here. The sub still grouped in the mid lane. So free back going to be coming in here for Choi, but the Ocean Drake now started up. I misspoke earlier. I think I said it was a Cloud Drake. I meant Ocean. My brain. Burgers and Fries are going to try for an invade on this red buff. Fusions picks it up, but an auto attack will give it right back to Burgers and Fries. A third kill now on this Zed. Using that Yo moves to great effect. It's basically off cooldown. It's basically on cooldown the entire time because as soon as it comes off cooldown, he's using it, trying to make a play somewhere. got to be active with the Zed roaming around, making plays. And thanks to Fallen and everyone else on lane 0, he's been able to get around the map and make plays and not lose much else and gain stuff for his team. Now the sub in the bottom side. We got Burgers and Fries in the top side. Looks like lane 0 again setting up the 1-3-1 set up with their bot lane in the mid lane. Excuse me, with their bot lane in the mid lane. Ooh, Hex Flash play coming in. And not even close. With a dash in here, Justice Punch. Gonna go through, the turret goes down. Flash in from Eugen's. Sonya's gonna buy a little bit of time for Fallen. Burgers and Fries coming in, trying to help out. And a call forward, young Adrian, maybe want to make something happen. Burgers and Fries puts the shadow in, he finds a little bit on a Brandon. Wave gonna knock him up, and now good ult defensively. Josh gonna get jumped on by Burgers and Fries. Brandon tuning in Kite, but the barrier not enough this time. The sub getting off damage, but it's 3 already dead from FreeTyler1, 3 from lane 0, 2 from FreeTyler1, and now this will be a clean ace, it looks like. Lane 0 gonna go down. Started off badly and it ended badly. They try to get something back, but FreeTyler1 gonna come out on top on this team fight, taking a 9-6 kill lead and up over 2,000 gold, almost 3,000 gold here, and looking to create an even bigger lead in terms of turrets. Looking to take their third of the game, and then Choi jumps into Fallen, but now going to get rooted up. No way Fallen's going to kill him though. Does not have enough damage, certainly. "17 minutes in, we don't have a Drake for a while, so just going to be towers to be taken down." Will be Duskblade second here. Continuing on with FTYO Z as you would expect. Other Knight's Vow first from Mephit. Now Choi gonna jump on the sub in the bottom lane. Eugen's is here as well, and looks like this won't be a very fair fight. A 2v1. The sub gonna get knocked up, and Cataclysm gonna bring him back down to earth. Down he goes. Collapse to the side lane, not going to be punished here for by lane 0 either. We've got nothing to really take. Don't have the pressure on the map necessary. Now Brandon coming out of the brush has found the stun. Burgers and Fries trying to get something back. He found a lot of damage. Now death. Oh, the death mark pops. Burgers and Fries with the outplay. Brandon had to jump on him, stunned him from the brush. But Burgers and Fries going to go down this. Burgers and Fries can pick up the kill this time. 5 kills now on the Zed, actually. He's doing the best out of all of them, and I had the most doubts about the Zed pick, to be honest. And doubting FreeTyler1's decision to leave up all the champions that were played in Game 1 as well, but this time they're doing really well. Now, Fallen is caught. Absolute Zero is used. Will not find a ton of damage. Burgers and Fries comes in. Will find the kill now. On to Josh. Mephit's running, and he will get away. Just the 1 kill on to Josh. Lane 0 now striking back. The Zed plays, giving them a little bit of energy to fight back on this one. Oh, shutdown comes through. The kill. Looked away for 1 second. Now Mephit is in trouble. Deathmark gonna go. Requires a little bit more damage, but the Zed does pick up a double kill there. 8 kills now in just 19 minutes. Burgers and Fries certainly popping off on this one. Doing real well for himself. Like I said, I was downing it, but now he's making me a believer. He's got to dash away himself, though. Now with help from his bottom lane, he's going to try and... Oh, there you go. Pops the Guardian Angel. That was rushed from Eugen's. And this should spell his doom. The bubble not there. The Cataclysm down, but definitely not enough. Josh coming in and trying to make a play, but... Oh, the Shadow going to get him out. Stun up on a young Adrian. But he's going to flash away. The turnaround, the bubble lands on a Brandon this time, but down goes young Adrian on the backside. Josh coming in for that kill. 424 gold shutdown. I'm not sure that was a bug, but that was the shutdown that read for a minute on young Adrian. 20 minutes has been reached. The Baron has spawned. And we've got a very fed Zed. He's trying to make another play. Finds Brandon. Yikes. No one surviving that. Zonia, as you can see, he's trying to go for it, but Brandon doesn't have enough gold to complete the item and get the active. He needs it. He does now on this back. But he's already died twice, so 10 kills now for Burgers and Fries. 1,000 gold shutdown. Oh, here comes Choi, the 3-man stun in the front lines. Now it's Fallen going forward. The bubble going to land on a Mephit. Josh the culling. Keeping everyone away. Burgers and Fries continuing to chase, though. He's looking for more damage. Justice Punch comes in, knocks up a few. Now Flag and Drag gets a couple. Burgers and Fries flashes away. Absolute zero channel, but Eugen's going to flash away from it. The sub chasing. Burgers and Fries back in, but the sub gets the last hit on that one. Picking up a kill of his own. His second of the game. Young Adrian still doesn't have any kills, but he's because he's helped out in 5 of them. Triforce completed for the sub though, and still on the way for Choi. Means that matchup's probably pretty good for Choi, or for for the sub in the side lane as of right now, if they do actually meet. Black Cleaver will be the next option for Burgers and Fries. I keep saying Rise because he's capitalized the R, which makes sense, but it confuses me. I was thinking maybe we'd just get a Spear of Shojin or something. We got a Spear of Shojin by who was it? It was it? No, it wasn't McTrump. Someone played Lucian and we got a Spear of Shojin out of them. I was wondering if the same happens for Zed, if we're gonna start switching to that item as well, but I assume not. Boy, I feel bad for forgetting who told me that, who showed us that build actually. But now a little blast cone I'm gonna keep if it's safe. 13 to 11 in kills now. 500 gold is all that separates these teams. FreeTyler1 with a slight edge, but at this point, I'd give them 5,000 gold to take away all these kills that are on the Zed, to be honest. Or 500 gold, rather. Like we said earlier, Baron is up, but no teams seem to be interested in it quite yet. Attempt at an engage. I've had my mouth not working tonight. Already tired. Now Choi again having trouble in the silent against the sub. The sub has been pretty good so far in this series, getting priority there, and now play on the other side. Ult was used, but no one gonna die to that Zed this time. The sub having priority though on the side lane is a big win for lane 0. If he can continue to get pressure there, that means that they can either continue if FreeTyler1 just sits and waits and continues the split push battle, then lane 0 will certainly come back and win this one. Because you'd assume Brandon gonna lose the side lane to Burgers and Fries as well. But this turret is going down because he is not there at the moment. Second turret gonna be taken. Or third, rather. In terms of outers. 4 in total, as they have dropped the inner as well, but all outers down now, which is important because it creates more map pressure. If the mid turret can be dropped for lane 0, they can even up that pressure, but right now it's slightly in favor of FreeTyler1. So the flip push not quite as effective. Dropping that mid lane turret, very important. Once this Jax does get that second item, though, you'd expect that matchup to turn. But with the sub on Triforce and Sterix Gauge, it's in his favor right now. But that Jax will certainly outscale in a few minutes. Now the play is called for. He had Galio can use defensively, but Bergen's Fry is already in the backline. He's found some damage on a brand, but the Stone is going to buy him some time. Big Absolute Zero, but does not find any kills just yet. Eugen's going to bring the Cataclysm down, but he's going to Zonias himself. Guardian Angel back up on him, so he will revive. And looks like no one has died all through the entire play. No one has died. Everyone alive. Many people bruised, though. Of course, the sub and Choi have joined their teams from the side lanes, and all 5 people gathered in the mid lane from both sides. As maybe another fight coming in. The sub going to flash away. Was caught by a taunt for just a moment, though. Mid turret is very low. Burgers and Fries looking for some damage on the other side. He's flanking out. And the turret will go down. Burgers Fries takes it. Oh, the clone, and now Brandon. He's low. Should die to the death mark. Down he goes. 1 kill already for lane 0. The revive going to come through. It looks like Eugen's might go down. Nope, he's going to flash out of this one. The bubble a little bit too early. Always hard to time out those Guardian Angel. Respawns. So just the 1 kill, but lane 0 comes out in favor this time. And are up 100 gold, so back in the lead technically. As Eugen's found in the jungle, he's a bit too greedy. Burgers and Fries uses both summoner spells, but will pick up the kill. A 13th or 12th for him this game. Still 1,000 gold bounty on his head. Yep, with this 40% CDR, the Zed ultimate comes up very often. But those summoner spells do not, so those are some key cooldowns Burgers and Fries did give up. Not having the Ignite or the Flash anymore. The last Whisper going to come in. And of course the Sivir now on 2.5 items means she's actually going to be pretty strong. The Lucian on 3, but the Sivir getting to her a couple items means that the wave clear is now extremely online. The wave's going to be pretty much deleted by young Adrian with this Static Shiv. And the Infinity Edge is not far off, which is where she really hits her stride and will take over the game. And the Zed is really giving her the opportunity to get there, keeping this game in an even state, as the gold is literally dead even now. Only like 50 gold or something separating them. Okay, make that 100. I don't know. It changes slightly, but the point is they're basically dead even. They're not exactly even, but it's basically the same. Now an engage coming in. Eugen's is caught. Eugen's goes down. Lane 0 starting this team fight off well, but young Adrian already very low. Has to use the heal. Choi is trying to chase. The sub gonna give him a tap and send him on his way. The bubble also gonna buy some room, and looks like Fallen and Lane 0 come out on the better end of this one. Now they're going for the re-engage. Here comes Fallen with the snowball. Gonna find a few knockups. Choi in the back line. Young Adrian is actually healed up back to full already. The Colony gonna come out, but only incidental damage. And now maybe the turn on the Baron is going to come in. Burgers and Fries looking for a play. If he can pick off someone, this would be even better. They've already got the jungler dead, and he's running out of Fountain now, but will not be here in time. Well, here he goes in. Burgers and Fries finds the kill. Shutdown actually comes back for Brandon. He's the one to go down this time. Josh cutting away from Fallen. Absolute Zero channeled. Interrupted, though, by here's Entrance. Young Adrian has slain Choi, though. Now the sub, he's going to go down, sitting at desk, down he goes as well, and just one member left, young Adrian from lane 0. That was not the engage they were looking for. And now looks like the Baron will actually go over to FreeTyler1. A little bit of an overextension. Young Adrian, though, firing away with his auto attacks. He's doing a lot of damage, but he's only buying so much time. Now the call comes in. Method with the engage. The spell shield comes through, but it's too late. Down he goes. Shut down. Josh picks it up, and Ace. Lane 0 is going to come out of base, but it's not going to be in time. The Baron going to go over to FreeTyler1, and this time they're actually waiting for Choi to respawn here. That's why they're not killing the Baron right away. They're waiting for Choi to respawn. There he is, so down goes the Baron. Having the Baron on Choi is very important, so he can run to the sideline and get the Baron buff. Triforce not quite there yet for young Adrian. Really needs that to become the powerhouse the late game Sivir is. Was a warrior for the Jarvan to start off, but he's now got a Guardian Angel and a Stone Plate, so a really interesting itemization from him. Burgers and Fries found in the side lane, but a good ult to dodge out on the Counter-Strike stun. That's a lot of damage. It looks like Choi will go down. Burgers and Fries, he gets caught from the bush once again, but once again, he is the killer. Another Shadow will take him out of harm's way. Popping off, Burgers and Fries, 13 kills. Did give him a lot of shutdown gold as well when he died last time. "30 minutes in, we've already eclipsed the game time of Game 1. FreeTyler1 in the lead currently. 3,000 gold is the lead. And the Baron buff in their favor, but they haven't gotten much off it yet. The sub drawing a lot of pressure in the side lane here. Gonna have to be responded to by FreeTyler1. Do have a dragon in 20 seconds. Will be a second Cloud Drake. But an Infinity Edge now completed for young Adrian, which is huge. Getting that crit item, very important. Guardian Angel going to be the next item for Josh, so he's not going to pick up the Infinity Edge of his own, I'd assume. Now Choi again caught by Burgers and Fries. He takes a lot of damage. Will probably survive this one as he uses his own ult defensively. Down comes the Hero's Entrance, but going to take a shadow back. Burgers and Fries is just fine. Choi does survive, but on a sliver of health. Sitting at desk, the wave comes in, but again, not the monsoon he was hoping for. Everyone dodges that. And now everyone will go their separate ways. Lane 0 backing off. We have 4 Ninja Tabbies, and that's the most that can be purchased for FreeTyler1. Considering that Cassiopeia doesn't have boots available to her. Now Eugen going forward, finds the Cataclysm, but just onto Fallen. Absolute Zero channeled. Will get a little bit of damage back, but not what he was looking for. Fallen continuing to take him to the front line, finds a root on him, F it. Josh dashes forward and will find the last blow onto Fallen Artemis. And now with a Baron, FreeTyler1 trying to open up the base. Burgers Fries on the other side, using the ult to try and dodge out, but does not find any damage. Oh, that's a 4-man bubble. That's what he was looking for. Now again, Adrian coming in, finds a shutdown. Now Mephit is in trouble, dashes in, but Justice Punch, not going to do what he wanted to. The sub has been pushing, though, in the top side this entire time. He's got the inhibitor turret in his sights. It will fall now onto the inhibitor itself. He just might be able to break this open if the backs are denied. And yep, you can see a couple interruptions there. Josh is just running all the way back. Now he's back into the fountain. A ton of time has been bought for the sub, and he will find... Oh, young Adrian actually continuing to chase. Choi now has to flash. The slow from the Nami E really helping out. The sub's going to cut off their escape as well. Choi going to go down to young Adrian. Eugen's. He's going to... Oh, the flag... What the hell? He died, and the flag and drag took him... Okay. I don't know what that interaction is, but apparently you can flag and drag while dead. Burgers and Fries now finds the ultimate here onto Josh. Gets a lot of damage. He's going to shut him down. And the Guardian Angel goes through for Josh. Going to keep him alive for now, but Burgers and Fries, he's fallen on the other side now. Now one Nexus Tower has gone down, though. For lane 0. They're going to flash away, but oh! Mephit with a great flash. Just taunt all 3. Young Adrian continuing to kite, but that's not going to be enough. He does find one back, but the AD carries straighten themselves out. The sub, he's doing a lot of work on the other side. No one can kill him. Now finally does go down. Eugen's barely survives. The Man of the Mist almost seeks revenge. The lane 0 make something out of nothing. They were able to get an inhibitor and a Nexus turret out of a play that where their jungler got picked off to start it. They had even a red buff steal to back this one up. Fallen gonna get something at least. He had to give over blue buffs this game to a Zed, but he at least gets a stolen red buff. Better believe he wasn't gonna get his own, so he had to steal it. CZ Rot now finished for the sub. Has not gone for a Tiamat. 3 items in, so I don't think he'll get one. 35 minutes has been reached. Still a slight gold lead for FreeTyler1, but again, at this stage in the game, not a big deal. Baron going to respond for the second time. Choi, at this point, you start thinking he's winning the side lane matchup, but the sub is still very far ahead in items. 3,000 gold up. Like, you'd think Jax would start winning at 35 minutes, but the sub has continued to gather gold and maintain his large lead on him. So who knows what's going to happen in the side lane when those two find each other, or even if they will find each other. Burgers and Fries is laying in wait for him right now. Yeah, it looks like he's gone for it. It looks like the Jax has finished the Titanic, like Leek says, and he's also gone for the Jorm's Fist, so I assume it's not going to be a Shojin at all, or if it is, it's going to be like the 5th or 6th item. Because, yeah, none of these items build into it, so I guess we're not going to get a Spear Shojin from anyone this game, most likely. Now here comes the team fight. Brandon get knocked up and taken out immediately by Burgers and Fries. Good play. That was the ult he was sitting at desk was looking for. He hasn't found many this game, but that was a crucial one. It might just might win the game for lane 0. FreeTyler1 is trying it back, but already 2 items down. One next turn has already been taken out. So there's just one remaining, but lane 0 is going to call it off and say we're going to head back to the Baron. We don't want to throw this one away. Very nice engage there from sitting at desk and Fallen and everyone involved, and Burgers and Fries followed it up, getting the damage he needed to take out that Cassiopeia. Not even time to press the Zonia's button. Now with Baron started, Burgers and Fries laying in wait here in this brush. We'll see if he can make something happen. Dragon will spawn in just a moment as well. Looks like lane 0 is going to run over to that one. Excuse me. Oops. The Elder is the dragon that has spawned. 65,000 to 65,000 in gold. These teams have been neck and neck for so long, only edging out slight leads for each other and then immediately having them recouped. 21 to 23 in kills as well. Again, a dead even game. Eugen's now found. Burgers and Fries looking for a big play. Will not find it. The stone plate is there. Oh, he does go down. What is that damage? Eugen's falls. Oh my goodness. That's a Fed Zed if I've ever seen one. Now here comes the Silver Ultimate along with Fallen Arms and Snowball, but literally no one is there. They're just buffing up these minions to reach the towers faster. Elder and Baron here for lane 0. This looks to be the end of the game here and the end of the series. Choi has found his way in the backline. Here's Endritz coming through. Find a couple of knockups, but Method in the backline. He finds a couple taunts, but still lane 0 is firing back. Already 2 dead for FreeTyler1 to make that a 3rd. Burgers and Fries has fallen, but now just 2 members left from FreeTyler1, and the minions are pounding away on the Nexus. The calling coming through, but that's not going to be enough. Lane 0 is going to take the series. 2-0. Lane 0 with a fantastic series out of them. It didn't look amazing to start out with, but they slowly found their advantages in game 1. Took them, expanded them, and then ended the game here rather quickly. And then in game 2, it took 38 minutes, and it was neck and neck for a long time. But once they found the advantage, once they found the Baron and the Elder, they wasted no time in finishing that one. Taking the series 2-0, honestly, surprising result. I would have expected it. Well, it was a close series. It was a 2-0. But lane 0 seemed convincing in it. Still, I would have expected FreeTyler1 to take at least one game. Blizzard trying to make a playoff run here, trying to get some good seeding. They now have a winning record, sitting at 500 to start the weekend, but are coming back, I believe, and hopefully they'll make a strong run through the end of the season. Hopefully they'll get back to the finals. FreeTyler1, well, got faith in them, but that's not the performance they need or want if they're going to have a hope of repeating and reclaiming their championship. All right, with that, we'll give you a quick update on things happening. We have a series tomorrow. It starts at 8 o'clock, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Just going to check the schedule to make sure. We did have a change today. So Sundays at 8 p.m. It will be BB Clocks versus Rebrand at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course. That's what we always run off of. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Great game to both teams. As always, you can find me around. Same name. I'm not Kios everywhere. And thanks for tuning in. We'll have that game. Nate will be back tomorrow on Sunday, so Nate will be here. And yeah, it's been a good week 6. Hopefully we ended out with a bang. It was a good series tonight. And look forward to seeing you guys soon.